Well, apparently, the folks have decided that I needed to be in a spotlight, so here I am. I'd like to welcome everybody back to the to Run on Vacation. I hope my mic is on. Is it on? I think it is on. It's not loud. There we go. And then I'm going to turn my game audio down a little bit. So it's a little bit loud last stream. Alright, so if you are watching on Twitch right now, then you are watching on RenJB. If you're watching on YouTube right now, then you are probably are supposed to be at youtube.com/@runonvacation. If you're on Kick, which I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to keep, then that's going to be kick.com/runonvacation. Oh, the Run on Vacations. And if you heard about me on Threads, that's also Run on Vacation. I'm mostly on vacation, except on Twitch, and I think that says something. So here, I'd like to introduce to y'all my co-streamer, Romus, who is the blue-haired kitty boy on the right, and on the left.
No, it's not Calendra.
Shit! Todd! Sorry, Todd! I rarely ever get to hear your voices! Forgive me! Let me get out of this stream. Out of the stream. I'm gonna end the stream. Here, I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
I am so sorry.
It's really okay. I'm not bothered.
I am.
I'm not. Calendar's great. If I need to be mistaken for somebody, there are worse people.
There. I am so sorry.
You guys and everything.
I did not mean to do this at all. Oh boy.
That's self-respect. Get up off the ground.
Well, let me see here. I'm gonna go ahead and just let y'all know we have 3 more dungeons to do today, and they are going to. When we do those, it will complete the exact middle of the MSQ list of stuff. I am so happy.
Nice.
Hopefully, you'll be able to get through without today being the end of my challenge. But as far as what I'm talking about, the reason why this has all been boring people to death. Alright. What I've been up to is what I've called the over-the-shoulder Machinist challenge. Once again, just to explain this. Final Fantasy XIV is an MMO. It's not a shooter. It's not meant to be a shooter. In fact, very little of this game is ever meant to be played over the shoulder at all. Even though first person is available like that. I don't know how many people use it, but because I'm leveling Machinist, which is a firearm class, you can see not well, my pistol. Thank you. There, my avatar held it up. Huzzah! You can see my firearm there. I decided for shits and giggles that I was going to play the MSQ Trials and Dungeons roughly in order to level up Machinist from whatever I was at to 100. And also to see if I could do it over the shoulder, because over the shoulder shooting is what a lot of games do, and it's just kind of the thing for gaming. So far, we have, like I said, gotten through roughly half the game. When we finish the next 3 Duty Finder events, we will have completed all of the Stormblood content, and so that's why I'm counting that as the middle of the entire MSQ Duty Finder content. So it's not because it's an even number, it's just because midpoint. There are a lot of tips and weird notes that I've had to take during the course of this, but to kind of shorten this opening, all I'll say is that I don't think the devs ever expected anybody to really play this game close up full time, and most people play it zoomed out so they can catch everything, which is logical and just what any reasonable person would do. But me doing it this way is really just for my own amusement. I don't expect this to actually work. In fact, I can think of a few raids that I would never do because it would never work. And that one of those is actually, I don't know what it's called, but it's the current 4th fight in the Arcadian raids. There is no way to see certain attacks coming, their tells, without zooming out.
Yeah.
They're up in
Yeah.
the air, they're above you. I could swivel that camera up all I want to. The camera will not catch everything, and that's an impossible fight. Unless you just are really good at watching everybody else. I don't know. Or if you want to do something silly, just zoom in and out crazily, but I would give myself motion sickness. So that's not going to work either.
Reason has no power here.
So, yep, that's really the ins and outs of it, except for all the little notes. There's an ongoing note list if you're watching this on YouTube, and it has slowly increased over time. I think now there's 6 bullet points. I might end up adding more as I observe more and more. And again, this was never meant to be a reasonable thing. This is just for funsies. Is it possible? I don't know. Am I a good player? Hell no. Will I piss some healers off? Hell yes, and I probably have already. Does anybody not watching this stream realize this is why I don't play well on any of these dungeons? No, I have not outed myself yet, though I have warned people that I'm playing on a handicap. I've lied about what the handicap is, okay? That's how not sure I am with myself right now. If you're watching and I've lied to you, I apologize. I did say, I remember my lie. My lie was that I was using a new controller. This is a new controller, but it doesn't handicap me that bad, so I
Technically,
apologize.
it's not a lie.
But that's not the reason why I had the handicap. And that was what I told them. I told them I was playing on a new controller. But that was like, how many dungeons ago? Like 6? So, yeah. I'd rather them believe that I just can't control my character than have them realize that I'm doing something to handicap myself on purpose. But I'm not expecting to get carried. If a healer or a group decides that I'm not worth rezzing or talking to or anything, so be it. That's part of this. You know, I want to make sure that I'm pulling my weight. And if I fail, and that's the end of the challenge. So,
Whee!
so that's this is not meant to, you know, be a burden on other players. So that's all I could really say. Let me check the chat. I have not had a chance to actually look at it. For people who are watching, these particular streams, these over-the-shoulder streams, make it really difficult for me to check the chat back and forth. We do read the chat, and if we miss you in chat, repeat yourself, please, because we never intend on missing anything anybody says. We want to make sure that everybody is aware that they are welcome and part of this conversation, even though it's technically kind of one-sided. So.
I also would like to point a shout out to Tia Marillion for showing up.
Yes.
As always. And I hope your sinuses feel better.
Yes. I missed that. Are you okay?
Her comments were, not feeling well today, so I'm commenting and liking in advance. May or may not be AFK when you go live. Have fun. I'm here. I made it for now, at least. My sinuses are trying to stage a revolt today. And then she gave her little trademark wave.
Maybe. Okay. Sorry, like I'm trying not to just pour words out of my mouth. I think maybe I should get tested for ADHD or something. But, and I'm serious, it's something I've been looking into for a while. They don't have any adult testers in New Orleans, apparently. But in any case, something that occurred to me right now, when I was a kid and I was having a very difficult time with my own sinuses and they were getting infected, no access to medicine at that time. I was spending the night at a friend's house and I couldn't sleep because of the sinus thing. And they made a sterile spray bottle. It was like an extra spray bottle that they had with distilled water and sea salt. And she gave it to me to spray in my nose. And that worked wonders, and I kept it for years. So
Very nice.
if the idea of distilled water with sea salt sounds remotely helpful, even if you don't have a spray bottle, like if I had something like that and that was going on, I'd literally snorted the stuff up my nose before just blow it in a second. Yeah, my mom was a nurse. None of this grosses me out. So, if you don't like hearing about
Get yourself a
noses,
nutty butt.
I don't need to gross people out.
Everybody has noses. Everybody, except, some fictional villains, but
Everyone except the Red Skull and the Crypt Keeper. They don't have noses.
Let's see. The first thing that I have on my list today is Castrum Fluminis. And where is it?
Luminous.
Fluminis?
Fluminis.
Castrum, what did he?
Castrum Deflator Mouse.
Cat?
Oh, it's a trial? Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, this is guilt to you, isn't it?
Yeah. Again, this is one I haven't played in 2 years. I don't know how this goes at all.
Wait,
Same.
which
Fuck.
expansion is this?
The end of
Stormblood.
Stormblood.
Cast? Oh, okay, I see it.
Darkness blooms the spring.
Shall we read a thing to kind of refresh our memories?
I think we're good.
Nobody minds if I come as DPS instead, right?
Yeah, nobody minds.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
That is my professional clinical opinion. Just fuck that.
I mean, we can do it if y'all want. I'm not gonna put everybody, a whole group, through tanking something I can't remember.
Are we all standing here as DPS right now?
We are.
We are.
Don't mind us.
We are on the cruise.
Yes.
It'll be fine.
I like the DPS.
Yo, you need somebody punched?
So we just need one regular party to join us. Alright, let me go ahead and put us in here.
This gonna be crazy.
It is. Oh wait, that was a cool shot. Glow, Panda, glow!
God, he's glorious. No words. Should have sent a poet. What was that from? Contact? I can't
Contact,
remember.
yeah.
I've never actually seen that movie all the way through.
You don't need to.
Yeah. Really? I mean, it entered the zeitgeist like it was a really good movie.
It's a movie.
Technically a movie.
It is a movie that has Jodie Foster in it.
I like Jodie Foster.
I do like Jodie Foster. Yeah, you could really just read like the Wikipedia page and get the same experience.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and I haven't seen Batteries Not Included, which I'm told is
I've never seen
extremely
that either,
good.
so we already got
Oh my gosh, y'all! Oh, I used to like watch those repeatedly on VHS.
Oh, those old sci-fi. I liked what was it? The Black Hole or something? Like
The what?
Explorer. That's what it was. I think kids build or find a UFO and like repair it or something like that, or they build a UFO in their backyard.
Oh,
I can't remember.
I don't know that one. No, but Batteries Not Included is adorable.
It's a Disney movie, isn't it?
I believe it is, and it has Jessica Tandy in it, and I loved her. She was like my third grandma when I was growing up. And then what was the other one you said? Close Encounters. Yeah. My mom didn't like the influence that movie had over me eating mashed potatoes.
Oh, is that the one? This means something.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was Contact.
Yeah. No.
Do you remember there was a movie that I watched years later and was clearly a comedy, but the movie scared the ever-loving shit out of me when I was a kid. It was called Monster in the Closet.
There were so many movies like that in the 80s.
Mm.
Oh,
Here,
yeah.
have a funny movie. It's gonna scare you, but it's funny, I promise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's, I mean, it was about, like, a monster that comes out of closets and can teleport between closets. It has an extended Close Encounters metaphor with a dude with chimes. Or parody, not metaphor. And then the climax of the movie is everyone in the world destroys their closets so it has nowhere to go and starves to death.
Okay.
Like it's really dumb, but the monster scared the shit out of me when I was like 7.
Well, if people start making, things to take the place of closets, like, isn't that whole plan just in the trash?
I wouldn't know. I mean, this was in the 90s where everyone only had closets. There were no cubbies or I don't know. Joining bathrooms? I don't know. So like
There were adjoining bathrooms. The house I grew up in had adjoining
in
bathrooms.
retrospect, it might have been a trauma film, which explains a lot.
A what film?
Trauma. They did like the Toxic Avenger and Yukai and just like
Yeah, that would
really
explain.
gratuitous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
And I can't explain why. It's not like I know a whole lot about these different directors and filmmakers. It's just that when there are certain what's a word for them?
Qualitative.
IPs. There are certain IPs that, the way that the stories are written, the language it uses, the objects contained therein, kind of the universe of the story, so to speak, There's many story universes that, well, not a whole lot of them, but there's a few I've known that are very narrow in terms of how things are defined. So, say, like an example, I'll just make something up off the top of my head. If you're watching, like, say, after-school cartoon, maybe a Saturday morning cartoon, but after-school cartoons, they tend to have a little bit less leeway. If you're watching, say, an after-school cartoon where pretend the plot takes place in suburbia, okay? The way that, especially, whatever country that the cartoon's being made in, this fictional cartoon will take place in America. So everything in that cartoon is going to very, very strictly reflect a very narrow type of American suburbia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That sounds familiar.
And so, like, if somebody's going to school, they must be on the yellow school bus. If somebody has neighbor kids, they must all exist on a cul-de-sac. This is
Oh, yeah.
very narrow definitions of how that universe works.
I was also fond of the 80s and 90s trope of taking movies that were not meant for children and making fun cartoons out of them. Like RoboCop and Rambo and the Toxic Avenger.
Oh, man.
Oh,
okay.
my God. It's like, hey, remember when RoboCop shot that dude in the dick? Let's make a kids show.
Yeah. That just reminded me, another very narrow universe thing. How, again, it's coming out with cartoons, I don't know why, but, toxic waste must always be lime yellow. Not yellow, green, lime green.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's
And it must mutate you.
and it must be extremely acidic and green and glow. And whenever it pops up, it should always appear in a steel drum marked with that triangle.
Yeah.
It's the secret of the ooze. Ninja Turtles.
Aliens must always arrive in flying saucers. Just kind of like this.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
So
I
yeah.
want to watch Mars Attacks.
So yeah, it's like in a universe that's narrowly defined as having closet monsters. Closets must only exist in a particular way, and if it is not exactly that, then it is not a closet. Period. Ever.
It's that moment sticks in my head about the closet thing because there is a, in retrospect, very racist joke which I thought was hilarious when I was 7, of it like panning around the world and showing people around the world destroying their closets, and there's like a freaking Japanese samurai with a sword like screaming and chopping up his closet.
Wow. Okay.
And I was just like, ha 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 ha, that's funny.
So I suppose it's like a very Western closet, but there's a samurai, and
Yeah, I think I actually straight up, again, it's been years since I saw it, like decades since I saw that movie, but I think it was like a full-on Japanese-style house with tatami floors and sliding doors, and he was just going to town on a door.
Yep.
I
Random.
wonder if it's on YouTube.
And thus the laundry chair was born.
Oh man.
I'm just moving this keyboard slightly, right? I've been really busy on Threads for a bit, like for the last week or so. And so on Threads, I was trying to join in a conversation where people were posting pictures of their rigs, right? And so Romus knows, and a few other people know, but I don't really talk about it that much, that I stream from bed. I mention it on stream now and again. And so I decided I was going to join in this conversation by taking a photo of this little area, and I couldn't find a thread after I came back and taken the picture on the phone, so I just posted it on my own, on a, so if you go to my Threads page and scroll down a little bit, you'll see this little area that I'm in. Yes, this is my actual bed. This is not a super duper gaming bed or anything. Yep, I'm boring. Everybody else had, like, of course, tables and chairs and neon lighting, and I do have some colored lights, but that's because I splurged and got some Wi-Fi bulbs. I could change their colors on my phone.
I have like a whole roll of like multicolored neon LED lights that I've been meaning to string up, and it has been gathering dust on my dresser for 2 years now, maybe 3. Like, it's just sitting there in the box, in the shrink wrap, and I've just been too lazy to use it.
Do that project, it'll be fun.
Good.
Do that.
That would be good. Yeah, other than that,
My shit is just a desk.
It's like, I think the only super gamey thing I have sitting around here, well, besides this colorful tapestry behind me, because that's a door, and doors are boring. I have a circle light that I picked up for $10, and that's sitting on this side table, and it's blasting a yellow light at me, because if it's white, it'll wash me out. Oh, the wonders of having melanated skin. So,
Light 5, melanin, yeah!
So, yep, I turn him slightly blue under a white lamp. On a
that must
camera.
be terrifying.
Like, in person, it's fine. Under a camera, I start to turn kind of washed out blue, which is why
It's like when you
light is yellow.
when you go into like a restaurant or grocery store bathroom and they've got like the white fluorescent lights and you see yourself in the mirror, it's like, oh my god, is this what I look like?
Sometimes I do.
I fucking hate it. It's very, very cruel to my self-esteem.
There was a movie, I forgot what movie it was anymore. I believe it was a movie that was shot here in New Orleans. It was, it was directed by a black director, had a whole ton of black characters. I do not recall the name of it, but New Orleans has kind of been, for a while, and I think it might still be like a heavy movie shooting area for right now. But whatever it was about this film, the director took special care about lighting all the characters, right? So in every single scene, the lighting is very chromatic. Like it's just lots of like pinks and blues and greens and coming from different angles, and it really makes everybody really pop. And so I believe it got a whole lot of recognition for that reason, and it was just kind of like, why didn't anybody else do this early? Why am I the first one doing it? Hold on, I gotta tell everybody I'm stuck. Oh my muscle. There we go. But yeah, like I need to find it. I forgot what it's called. I remember what the skill supply.
It's going to be a long night.
Yes, it is. I have you and 2 other things to fight, so let's get this over with, Yatsuya.
Whoa!
Second phase seems like these less stage 5. I don't know what that means, but
Why am I not running? What's wrong with me?
Fast happened to something too early, it's all good.
Oh, it's... Okay, I see now. I was caught by something. In order to look down, I'm gonna have to, untarget. Because I cannot look down while I'm targeting.
I think we have to kill the smoke that's coming in from the sides.
Nope.
Before it gets to her. Yeah.
Beg for mercy.
Oh shit! Stack up!
Come on, make it. Another thing that I realized I had to do was use the enemy list instead of relying on the auto-target. I could do auto-target earlier, but as of mid-Stormblood, or late Stormblood, or at Stormblood, or something, I could no longer do it.
No, it's fine. Get all the drama out of your system, Yatsuyu.
Oh, I can actually see her now! Haha, wow, cool, alright.
No, the specters of doom.
Oh well, I'm just gonna throw my AoEs at it, I'm just gonna throw everything at it, sorry.
What's wrong with that?
You see, when you are, when your camera's far away, I should make this first. When my camera's far away, I cannot see these details. These parts of the fight are part of the story narrative, and I miss them when my camera's far away. So it's actually really cool right now to see this and actually participate in the story like other people are because they have better eyes.
Yuck! It's mine.
Okay, I have to check. Alright, Xenos. You're not actually Xenos.
No sense to me.
Was in Underwater Gemmer.
Gosetsu coming back as a white moose.
Oh, that's so cool. I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
That
Big
was
fan of that.
surprising. That was cool.
Yes, I'm old and brittle, so I'm just taking it as once. Full of bullet holes.
You get over here. I'm not the main character. Oh, my song!
Wait a minute. What funny things mean?
In the dark.
Tsukuyomi is a male moon god that has defeated the world, so this is the one thing I don't like.
From mortal hands, I rise
Girl.
anew.
Get either Merlin or girl.
Choose with night, I shall prevail.
The thing is, though, that I need to check my controller.
Keep an eye on your debuffs and swap. before you hit 5.
Uh-oh. How do I know where to go?
That's the mess.
If it's standing in black, go to white. If it's standing in white, go to black.
I'm having trouble running. There we go. I don't know why I can't move.
Moonlight's chill shine petals pale.
It's, I don't know. Oh, yeah.
When we get out of here, I'm gonna have to check my controller.
Oh,
Oh shit!
that
what the hell
was
is
a
going on?
cleave.
Yeah, don't-
Okay.
I can't believe I still have to say this. Don't stand in front of the boss.
I was like off to one side. I caught like the corner of that.
Off. Oh, shit! Shit! Run it over!
No. Okay, I'm useless right now. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Fine.
With the way that this controller is going, I can't actually...
Suffused with night,
Oh, you just
I
like
shall
can't walk, you
prevail.
can't run at all, or
I can't move continually. Like, it wants to make me stop. Like, it's not constantly registering.
make sure you don't get caught in.
What side do I go on?
Attack.
I'm not sure how it
Either.
works.
Leave my blood here.
Oh my god. I don't know what debuff is supposed to go with what side for what reason. Like, I'm
It looks like it has a red bottom. Your
red bottom right.
red bottom means you can standing in thing.
Standing in what?
Black.
Okay.
No. Not
Shit. Don't hurt me.
yet. I'll grind you under my heel.
Mama.
Love that choir in the background. Whoop! No, thank you.
I'll grind you under my heel.
Shit! I went the wrong way. Sorry, guys, you're doing that without me. Oh, it's multiple times. Shit.
What? Oh.
I didn't know that was a multi-hit.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, is this the end of my challenge? It might be.
Oh my god, I was so far away!
I literally just charged it again and died.
I was running away, I thought I was far enough.
No, everybody's having problems. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, you're not the only one. I've raised one guy like 3 times, so...
Is it that Raga Verrois or whatever?
yeah.
That shit do happen sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh no, oh no!
Yep,
Get me over there!
Parts.
I'm used to, when I play Red Mage, being like backup res.
Yeah, backup res machine.
Yeah, because I can just jolt res, like as long as my mana holds
Y'all
out.
can do it.
Something, one of those healers hit the LB. Get everyone back on their feet.
Where's my Fear from the Fury mode? I don't think I added it on there. Nope, I didn't. Oh well.
Thank you. Alright, I'll get you up in a sec. First. Oh, they got you. Which fan was
I'll
first?
grind you under my heel.
I think that's the last one. Move in. Yep, there we go.
Where's everybody?
Let me get you some health, man.
Once again. Fine.
About 8% left. I'm debating hitting the limit, but
Using the healer. Because that is my job now.
after this is over here. Well, I guess you can't see me. I'm hitting the limit. I'm a puncher to death. As soon as I find my cursor, there we go. Punch of life.
I'm gonna add this to my
Yeah.
list of things to practice.
Noise. I'm obscene. You are not a burden. You are operating within the constraints of a self-imposed challenge. It is discipline.
Not a
like-
single comm, not even from the guy that was on the floor 4 times,
Yeah,
5
Damn.
times, 6 times, whatever.
I probably thought one of the healers was doing it.
Probably. That's
Probably
okay.
just some comms.
Alright. I don't know why I was given a comm, but I need to check my controller right now. Hold on. That was
Man.
nuts.
Ah, thank you, Aurelian. You give us applause. Yo, this is our leaning post.
It is.
If you're not one of us, you don't get a lean on the post.
Alright, so what did I screw up? I probably messed up with the camera speed, so I'll turn that down. Because it was working fine the other day, and it only just started messing up. So I'm thinking it had to do with the camera speed that I adjusted. Nope. Nope, I'm still skipping. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Hold on, let me rotate to face you.
It doesn't happen constantly, like it happens now and again.
Didn't this happen a long time ago too?
When I was working on Endwalker, yeah.
Yeah, way back in N1. Well, no, yeah.
I remember
I seem to
standing
remember that
around
being an issue.
Oriange and I was having the hardest time.
It's not doing it on my screen. Or
Oh,
I'm not
I
seeing
can
it,
see
one or
it.
the other.
Let's see here.
I'm gonna... Last time it had to do with my stick sensitivities. No, that didn't help at all.
Oh, I am seeing it now.
I haven't touched stick sensitivity in a while. Nope, it didn't do anything. That did nothing! Huh.
Okay, here's from October 22 of 22. Since having a repeating issue when trying to play Final Fantasy 14, so far the only game to have this problem, the controller inputs do not read every few seconds. This is most notable when running forward, as I will stop on the spot for a second before continuing.
Yeah!
Though other inputs don't work when this happens as well. It's sporadic and seems to trigger every 10 to 20 seconds, except for you. Though there are a few instances. There are known fixes? Oh, good. The guy linked with a solution linked a bunch of Imager images that are no longer there.
Well, for me, it's not like this is constant. I've been playing the game for a bit, so what I did just now was unplug and replug my controller. It seems to have worked.
Oh, good. Well,
Okay, good. Yeah, yeah.
power cycling is the beauty of all computers.
Alright, so
The
let me
ambrosia.
readjust my thing again. So, put That,
I will get in costume. Oh, you ladies out there.
I love that
Oh.
the music changed to like the slow.
Oriange seduces the moon music.
Did I miss something?
No, the music changed as soon as you changed your shirt, and you know, like it was just very mood music-y.
Ladies.
Yeah.
Where are you? Let me see if I can find you. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Hi.
It's the sexy cat boy in the raid. Yeah, the music has changed.
Please, everyone.
He's taken. All of your libidos. He's spoken for.
Now I need to do really ridiculous fan art of you just like standing sexily in the rain. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I take my shirt off, it starts raining.
No,
Right,
no,
now
you don't understand. Like it's a whole thing. Like it's.
Yeah, it's like the Notebook. Running, kiss in the rain, and I'm in reality. I'm sitting there. I'm like, me nipples is cold. It's Final Fantasy. I don't have nipples.
Nobody does.
No, I have a secret second set of nipples in a secret place.
I don't want to know where that is. Let me check chat. Has any chatting been going on?
Nope.
Not
We
that I
got
can
we
tell.
got applause from Tia Marillion. She's nice. Guess I should take out a of some manner.
The next one I got is the burn.
Burn.
You're back to dungeons, yeah.
All right, you ready? Actually, no. I need to mend before I do any of that.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, it's dying like 4 times.
Roll us out, boys.
All right. Oh, somebody has a kitty. Where's my petty mode? There it is. This person is away, so I will pet this the cat.
Wicked Thunder, or no, not Wicked Thunder. Her sister. Black Cat, I think was actually the name.
Yep. All right.
Right.
All right. Back to the inn.
Also, did I hear you right when I heard you say Oriange seducing the moon?
Yeah.
Is that a context I don't understand?
I think once upon a time, like back when people were first hearing that interlude in the song. Oh my gosh, I want that. It's like Animal Crossing umbrella, but
Yeah.
but damn, I want that. Anywho, I don't remember if I saw somebody type that online or say that, but I just know that after hearing that musical interlude, some variation of Oriange seduces something or other, or does something seductively or something, has been attached to that saxophone interlude.
Well, I mean, you know, when you like someone with a big butt, doesn't get much bigger than that.
I might have said something to some random effect like that in the MSQ playthrough. I don't recall, but yeah, it just instantly makes me think of Oriange in the trailer when he has the pineapple drink.
Drinking a fucking Coco Loco or whatever.
So yeah. So what came out of my mouth today was Oriange seduces the moon. But anyway, it has to do with the Orion
Makes
and the
me-
pineapple drink.
Makes me think of that that scene in Shadowbringers where he explains the beauty of the night sky to Y'shtola because she can't see it,
Yeah.
and he's just like super like passionate about it, and then she like gooses him on the ass.
I don't know if that's what they intended,
No,
but that's
No, she
what.
pats him at the small of the back, so like kind of like a champ.
Yeah, but they could have gone higher.
Yeah, agreed.
That was a very low backpack.
It was very intimate. Yeah. She is taken by Runar. She should watch them hands.
Well, she wasn't at that time. I don't think. Was she?
Shut up!
No,
Shut
she
up!
was. She was.
No, I don't. I honestly don't think they. I don't think she's saving herself for Runar, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, by the time she gets back to the first, I mean, he could be dead for hundreds of years.
That's true. But it's kind of like that whole, I'm gonna make a promise and I'm crossing my fingers kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, he's very sweet. Dawn Trail, we bought ourselves a horn section and we're gonna use it, goddammit. The burn.
And actually, they should act square or just Yoshi P Square. Yoshi P Square. I'm not actually sure if that's the square. The air's too much. But yeah, Yoshi P should do a live letter where like he pulls up Silken and just be like, "Hi, we've invited the horn section. We're just gonna between talking about all these different things, we're now going to have a 3-minute horn section interview. Thank you." You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the corpse of Louis Armstrong! Just like a skeleton standing there trying to blow fruitlessly into a trumpet. It's like, all you hear is like bone clacking and tiny, frustrated noises. Can't do this anymore, I don't have cheeks! Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I can't do this anymore! That was more Fat Albert than Louis Armstrong, I guess.
No, it was. I didn't hear. Granted, I haven't heard Fat Albert's actor in eons, so I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, because he should be in jail.
Really?
Wasn't that Bill Cosby the voice of Albert?
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. Okay.
Turned out to be a real piece of shit.
Yeah. I totally. This is. 80s, early 90s, some actors and actresses were every damn where. Ice-T was everywhere.
If
Queen
I
Latifah
could,
was everywhere.
Oh my god, she was. I have a... Queen Latifah is straight up my celebrity crush, so... I have a thing. I only found out earlier this year that... I loved watching Captain Planet when I was a kid, and I only found out that Whoopi Goldberg was Gaia, LeVar Burton... Yeah, I didn't know that when I was a kid. LeVar Burton was Kwame, and Scott Menville was the Heart Kid, Mati.
I didn't know Scott Menville, but I knew the first two.
Yeah, Scott. He's a voice actor. He basically plays every boy on the edge of puberty ever. Like he was Robin in Teen Titans. He was in Mission Hill.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Now, I'm hearing it in my head, in memory. But damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, like for a bit, like Star Trek Next Generation folks were just like every damn where.
Hello. What was her name? Whoopi Goldberg's character. Guinan? I can't remember. Guinan. Okay.
Yes.
I only recently got into the Next Generation. I was one of those kids where I was like, this is boring. It's just old people talking in rooms. And then I started watching it again. I'm like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Next Generation was what got me into sci-fi.
Hell yeah.
Next Generation was my thing. I had an enormous crush on Data.
Oh my god! Me too. Yes.
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 And then I saw Brent Spiner on Independence Day, and I was like, oh my gosh, he got so old.
See him in the sequel?
In both. in both.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that was the point in Independence Day. Was
yeah.
That was around the same time as Next Generation was still on the air, I think.
Yeah, I think it still was. Or either that or they had just started making the Next Generation movies.
Yeah.
And it's been an interesting process to watch because, you know, of course the actor's getting older, but they kept making movies. And it's like, how do you make this android that's not supposed to age? You know?
I'm surprised they didn't they didn't pull a Bicentennial Man where it's like, oh yeah, we've introduced a caustic substance into your system that will slowly degrade you and mimic old age.
Yeah.
That was a good movie too.
Oh, Q. I also had a huge crush on Q.
Q to me, I couldn't deal with him just like I can't deal with him itself. You know, it's like they both have a.
Oh my god, that is the best comparison.
They are both Star Trek. So toxic. I can't deal with that personality type. But yeah,
I'm
like
going
Emmett
to be a smug little theater kid.
Emmett Selk is this generation's Q. That's.
Oh my god!
I didn't have any Star Trek crushes. The closest thing I've had to a Star Trek crush was Uhura's legs. The original series. Smack him! I'm sorry. Oh, what was the name of that? What was the name of that lady with the short hair that was into Data for a while? I liked her too.
Oh, I don't know.
Yara.
Yeah.
I think so. She ended up like slipping in a oil puddle and dying or something.
She didn't slip in an oil puddle. The oil alien killed her.
I always felt like they didn't really flesh her out enough. Like even when I was watching it as a teen, I always felt like she was just kind of the girl next door pretty character, and so hi puppy. And so they didn't really you have to look at my screen. So he just ran up to the camera.
I know. He wants treat.
Anyway. So anyway, I felt like they never really fleshed her out enough. And I kind of felt like that was on purpose. I really don't feel like they gave that actress a good character to work with.
Yeah, they kind of put her on a lower rung to begin with, like just as far as important characters. She was always a little bit lower, kind of like oh god.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's Halloween, but he refuses to take off his costume. Halloween's over.
Like they made her being angry as like her whole personality for a while, and then they did was it like a clone or a sister or something, Romulan, same actress. And then I think she made like a couple more appearances either in like flashbacks or hallucinations or something, and sort of like gave more depth to the character at that point. But it's like, why couldn't you do that while she was still alive? You know?
My favorite Brent Spiner moment as Data was, I think it was one of the movies after the Enterprise crashes. He finds Spot in the wreckage, he's still alive, and he starts crying. He's like, I'm happy, but I can't stop crying.
Yeah, that was really sweet.
Apparently, Brent Spiner fucking hated that cat.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. But he is a good cat and a pretty cat.
He is.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm trying to remember if there were any other fictional character crushes I had, and I can't think of any. I think Data was the only one I had for a long time.
I mean, if I'm being completely embarrassingly honest, I kind of had a crush on 90s Whoopi Goldberg too. I don't know, she was always like smart and sassy and like witty.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I hate to say this, considering who I am in my life and all. And I know that there's probably a lot of fans out there, and I don't keep track of what people think of celebrities, and I barely keep track of celebrities, right? But I just know that knowing what I know of Whoopi Goldberg at that time, right? Just as excited to see her pop up on screen. So, older now, passing by Whoopi Goldberg on, like, Saving You, I gotta say, I'm disappointed.
Really? What did she say something controversial?
No, it's not that she's controversial. It's just I feel, and I think I feel this way about many things, or many people that I was excited to know something, anything about in childhood. Maybe it's just, the not understanding life, when you're a child, There's only so much
You
that
watched
I get.
Theodore Rex.
It's just, I don't know, like, my understanding of life, the universe, and everything in the 90s was that with the amount of things being presented, like, say, in the next generation, right? The ideas of people, culture, universe, and then having these certain actors and actresses be involved in those stories as hard as they were, right?
Yeah.
And then add 20-something years to that. My assumption as a child was that if this is who they are now, then by the time I grow up, they'll be, some outrageously amazing, impressive, and open-minded people. But that's not what's happened necessarily. Of course, they're themselves, right? But being a kid watching sci-fi, people playing characters, that's not who they are. But, but people agree to play certain characters for reasons, right? So thinking what I thought as a child, and just kind of watching, sometimes I'll see different people who've moved on and done other things, and they'll sometimes be very vocal, like Whoopi Goldberg has a lot of voice on the View, for instance. So she's always saying her opinions on things. And then she's also bouncing off of other people, so there's constant ability, to hear what she thinks, right? So, I do have to say that on more than one occasion, I've just mentally kind of been like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true what they say. They say don't meet your heroes, and it really is true. I found that out around the time when I was going to a theater for an anniversary re-release of my favorite movie, The Blues Brothers, and Dan Aykroyd showed up fucking hammered.
Wow.
He's beamed in on satellite, and he's got the sunglasses on, and he's like slurring his words, and he's like, yes, hot mouth, Chicago, dark sunglasses. Like, oh boy. And then I saw his fucking ad for tequila, and just realized what a fucking nut job he is. Oh, Team Merlian says, TNG, I had a minor crush on Troy. Elsewhere, I had a larger one on Ares from Xena, and also Xena.
Look at the puppy! He's like taking up my whole screen.
I like to think it's my dog, because my dog's a pure white husky. It's like
Bye, puppy.
teleported into the game. Yes, Lucy Lawless was and is very attractive.
Yeah.
I love that she antagonizes Kevin Sorbo because he's a fucking dipshit.
Oh, if that was another person, I kind of... Yeah. Off to the burn.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's a person I can actually say, just be like, what? Not,
Yeah.
oh, really? But what? Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god, her freaking character portrait is amazing.
Yes, it is. I'm not zoomed in enough. What's up with my camera? There we go. So much running.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not you.
Okay.
Has to be done.
I'm stopping here.
I wasn't complaining about the running. I was just, it just kind of surprised me about how much distance we could run.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot how wide open this dungeon is. This is another one that I have not been in over a year.
Deal?
Yeah. I don't remember the last time I was in here. I don't remember the first time, the last time. I don't know where I am right now.
What is time?
What is time and space?
This is the one where, before the Ghimlyt Dark. And we were running around with Alpha knowing them after crashing.
Yeah, you're at. That was the first role-playing segment where you play someone other than the warrior. You know, I know a lot of people don't like those scenes.
I do.
Yeah, but a lot of people, they're just like, yeah, I'm here to play my warrior, like, I don't want to play the other guys. Like, it's probably
this is gonna
of a
be-
job.
I need to apologize to the healer in advance. This is gonna hurt.
Don't worry, I'll kick them in the face.
I think I really overestimated my abilities, but
How fucking dare you? The sheer chutzpah.
oh, we didn't die. Wait, what the heck? Get over here. Get over here.
Yes, this person looks so.
Woo! My stomach's dropping.
Oh my god, I've melded into the healer.
Okay, so there's Rock. I don't know what's going on with him. I'll keep my eye on him.
You have to get behind them, and I believe they also explode.
So they're cover and danger. Love it.
Yep. So if you're targeted, if you have the reticle on you, then get behind them. We don't all have to.
Ow. Everybody
I just
get
like
behind
to be
the
close to
Rock.
my friends. We're family, goddammit! There we go, now we all gotta get behind him.
I was just behind one. Why did I run over here? Ow. I'm about to die.
You're here, you're family. No, you're not gonna die. Run from...
Ah. There you go. Nope, up there. Okay, I'm behind the thing.
Yeah, that seems like a
Don't bring those AoEs onto the pillars. I think they break them. And we need at least one left.
Oh, jeez, and it's the heat!
Target. Oh, can't target things. I'll just shoot fire. Here's some fire.
You'll get a fire, and you get fire, and you get a bullet.
So apparently D-pad target does not work in every instance of not being able to see the name. I still have to be a certain distance away for it to, you know, be like, hey, you're targeting a thing on that list. Oh, okay.
I believe that is what we call in the scientific community bullshit.
Oh yeah, there's an alligator thing down here. Alright.
The Internment Hulk.
this whole thing makes so much sense.
So much sense, man.
Something's alligator.
Just like... It's not the Alligans, it's the Asians. The old double A. Sometimes it's both.
At the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know who interrupted that, but thank you.
Call that a menage a depression.
His music is prettier than it should be for this song.
Yeah, we should be listening to some like Tatooine ass music here.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that one, like, what was that? I don't remember if it was TikTok or Instagram. Like, oh, they're showing a desert country in or a Middle Eastern country in an American movie, and the guy's just like playing the guitar, like down, 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 down. Then somebody singing his. Yeah.
I'm gonna back up a
gonna
little
click
bit
it.
so, in case you need to get like behind. You
I'm
probably
just
have
trying to see if I can
positions.
rethread the needle.
Okay, he dead.
So beautiful.
Am I the only one that thinks the goblins are kind of cute?
They kind of creepy.
They
out
are.
whenever I see them.
They look like Muppets from the Dark Crystal or something.
Dark Crystal actually does creep me out.
I mean, I do not blame you.
I mean, I would love to be able to watch it without being creeped out, but I randomly get creeped out. I can never tell what will until it's done.
Yeah.
See, what you gotta do is you need to inoculate yourself by watching, oh, what the fuck is that called? There's a Christmas movie hey, was it Christmas? Yeah. It was kind of like a take on Gift of the Magi that was made by Jim Henson, but it's like, rural animals, like trying to win a music contest. It's a jug band Christmas, I think. Yes, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. It's charming enough to inoculate you against the horrifying puppets in Dark Crystal.
Uh-oh. There's lines and shit. Ah.
Yeah. I do not remember this fight.
Me neither. I'm gonna have to swivel my camera all over the damn place, I know it.
Shit. Get in front of the one with sparks.
Sparks? Okay, I got sparks.
Over here, over here. Nope.
There's only one of them has sparks.
It's one that
I
won't fly
misinterpreted
across.
the animation.
Right.
Bullshit.
Oh, damn it. That wasted all my delicious hours.
So instead of sparks, what about those red horizontal lines? Does that mean anything?
Those are charging it. It's when they're charging up the charge.
So don't stand in front of the ones with red lines?
Yes, exactly.
That actually might be the easier way to figure that out.
I'm just scatterbrained tonight.
Well, that's
Oh no!
I think we should be. Here they come. Over here.
Yay.
Shit.
I didn't know what to look for from where, when, or why.
Yeah, that's
Again, not your fault. That is the problem of the. Well, I mean, technically it's your fault, but only because you're limiting yourself artificially.
Well, that is my fault.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's your fault.
Everybody's apologizing to each other. This window here is great. I've taken so many pictures here.
Oh my god, it is gorgeous.
Or, as the Japanese say,
Gojasu.
I do remember this area here in particular the first time.
Oh yeah?
So I was mildly freaked out by the sheer number of very large monsters just crowding in on each other.
Good lord, yeah. Oh shit! I couldn't stun him. Oh good, I got out in time.
There. So, done.
Worm.
I also remember the first time I was in here, it felt like there was no path, like everything was just open forever and ever, and I didn't know where to go.
That is what we call... Makes it feel empty and dumb.
Please use Tornado Kick, thank you. There we go. Lord.
Game's like, no.
Ninja Kick the damn rabbit, do something! Oh, that was from the TMNT movie from way back in like 1992.
I miss those movies.
Yeah, me too. Except for the third one. Third one sucked. Sucked turtle shell. Alright, this one's rough.
I know, like, there's a lot of blinding with stuff in it. So, what's that? Alright.
Yes. Yes!
Alright. Maybe this one will turn out like the Aerie. I don't know if I think I told you, but there were a few fights that I thought I was gonna die in because I was really bad at them overhead, but having the camera down here made it really easy. Like I was very surprised.
Thanks. Oh, here we go. This is one of the ones I hate. Oop. Yeah, fuck that. Oh. Vapor. Oh.
Yeah, he's going invisible now.
Alright, so now we want to kind of run along the outside until we... Oh, never mind. Now we kill these things. Gosh! There were 4. Whoa! Yeah, don't attack him. Okay, I got you.
Okay, I see.
I survived.
Ugh. I have something on me.
Just get away from everyone. Nice. You done good. Done good, kid.
Oh, Marshall, stop being an idiot. Oh no! I think I'm in the right spot. Hey!
Damn it!
Okay, I'm coming to take you out.
I was almost out of it, too.
Raise your weary head. Keep the salty arms with burning in your heart.
I want to hear Frank Sinatra cover this song.
That would actually be
Storm
good.
of blood.
Burning in your heart.
Look at there, Sammy Davis Jr. So now we want to run. Okay, here. I think we want to run around the edges and to reveal his attack vector.
I couldn't tell
What
anything.
That part sucks. I legitimately don't think there's a way to do that while you are in your shoulder mode.
I see the edges of the AoE areas, but it's not enough time to react.
Dude.
It's like I can be like, oh, I see it, so I'm out. Nope, I'm not out. Like, it's just extreme.
I am going
So either there's something else that I simply can't see because the angle is wrong, or I just don't know enough about the fight to be looking in the correct direction.
Ta-da! Wait, or I didn't die. Smug asshole laugh.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Tip your waitress. Oh god. Fucking bot in Twitch chat.
Yeah. I'll get him.
Nice.
I can't. I'm too far away. There we go. Alright. So here, let me deal with Twitch chat. Oh, you already got it. Okay.
Dude, Valrose was a guy. That's what I get for assuming. You know what they say about assuming? Assuming makes an ass out of Uma Thurman. Wait.
What was it that was said in the Twitch chat?
It was a link to some streaming website.
I thought that URLs were blocked in the chat. My apologies.
Oh, it was couched so as not to look like a URL.
Oh.
Like, it had a bunch of spaces in it and shit.
Yeah, that's no good. Nope.
Oh, hey. One of my favorite streamers is streaming Shin Megami Tensei.
Ooh, nice.
So apparently I was accidentally muted for like 10 minutes or so, or
Oh,
maybe
crap.
the whole dungeon. I don't know, but now so much is making sense.
Hi! oh, that was Kalendra that banned it. Kalendra says, I may not say much, but I will ban the hell out of a bot. Go, Kalendra,
Welcome
go.
back.
Yes, welcome back to the fold. I'm gonna go repair
Okay, I should do that too.
and change
I hope
clothes.
that dude enjoys all of his comms.
He was
Yeah,
a viewer.
I was asking a couple of times, Roma's like, do you need me to pull the boss further away from this stuff so I can so you can get behind it? Just all
Oh,
sorts
I
of
heard
things.
you. I was just
you did?
ignoring you. No, I'm kidding. I'm just being an
Oh.
asshole. I just
It's like,
didn't give a
okay,
shit.
I'll just stop checking, I guess.
I'm celibate because I don't give a fuck.
I'm going to remember that.
It's from, did you ever watch Epic Rap Battles of History?
Nope.
They got kind of samey after a while, so I haven't watched them in a couple years, but they're very, very cool. They take historical and sometimes fictional characters and have them do like a little rap battle. And one of them was Gandhi versus MLK.
Oh no.
Oh.
And that was the last, like, mic drop moment. They're hugging it out, and he goes, I am passively resisting the fact that you suck. I am celibate because I don't give a fuck. And that was Key and Peele that played Gandhi and MLK, respectively. So it's pretty good shit.
Alright. I am ready for the last one for the night. There is supposed to be
Right on.
maintenance tonight.
That will be happening in 3 hours, I think.
I guess plenty of time.
Gotta be on a holiday.
It's a holiday?
Yeah, it's Veterans
Veterans
Day. I only know that because the kids aren't in school today.
Yeah, okay, kids, so when you become an adult, you lose all track of what holidays land where, and everything becomes a big smash of holidays because there's so many work days, you just start to forget them.
Yeah.
They're getting a whole
Day
week
off.
off for Thanksgiving.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a house full of people and dogs for Thanksgiving. I like
Here.
one of those things.
Their quote unquote fall break, in comparison, was 3 days.
Yeah, that's not a fault there. It's hot. Are we ready for Ghimlyt Dark?
Oh yeah, I'm ready for
when
Ghimlyt
y'all
Dark.
are.
I love that dungeon. I'm going to World War II without a gun. I'm just gonna punch everybody.
It's time to play Captain America. Here we go.
I'm about to build a blimp and fight the Nazis.
It's very World War One, World War Two in there.
Yeah, kind of mix them up a little bit.
I mean, between frickin' Varus and then having that war out there, yeah, that's a direct correlation as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah.
Not a lot of trench warfare in World War II.
Oh yeah, it is one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If you add Garleans.
Yeah, they're cool helmets. Oh, those are just German helmets.
Okay, Ghimlyt Dark. We have a tank. All
Or
we
is
need
it
a healer.
Ghimlyt Light? All we need is a healer. All I need is heals.
Oh, I just realized the song.
The music now sounds like we're in a commercial for Zatarain's Rice.
God. Which actually, that's a local brand, so part of me's like,
It kind of makes sense. Like, well, we get it out here too, up in the north.
Oh yeah, like it's New Orleans food has been shipped out of here for a good 20 years now. But yeah, for a bit, like the local brands, except for Tabasco, were just here. Like everybody knows Tabasco. I didn't even know it was from here for a good few years after I moved here.
I didn't know it was there until yesterday when you told me that they had an island.
But yep, like the way it sounds, you would think it originated somewhere else, but nope, it's originated here.
Latin sounding name. It is, you know, obviously to an untrained ear like mine.
Alright,
So back to
healers.
celebrity crushes.
Healers, come get 3 comms. Three comms. Just come get them.
They're free. You'll get them by default.
Yep.
Cyndi Lauper. I had a crush on Cyndi Lauper because, you know,
Healers,
she had orange hair and
time!
she was in the Goonies.
I feel like shouting to this person. No, she's already going. Okay. We'll get somebody eventually.
Just like act like one of those asshole guys who like tries to chat up a girl, and then when they don't reciprocate, they get all pissy. And be like, "Yeah, I didn't want you to heal me anyway, bitch."
Oh.
Just be the most egregious asshole.
Yeah, we'll never get a healer or a girl, and the Todd will hate us.
I will not. It's fine.
Paladins can self-heal, it's fine.
I have dealt with so many of those. So many. But
actual
honestly,
people just kind of getting mad because you won't come heal?
No.
No.
The dating app thing. I used to go on dating apps really to get screenshots for my friends that were in a relationship, like to show them you need to make your relationship work. You don't want to be out there and like this is what's out there. It was a lot of those. But then there was the sweatpants guy.
Sweatpants guy?
The sweatpants guy.
The sweatpants guy.
Lesser known
The
villain of
harvest
Batman.
dance goes with this music.
He asked
Oh my
if
God, it
he
does.
could be my sweatpants.
What?
Like, yeah. I ended up talking to him for a while because I'm like, this is just gold. Like, I'm never gonna run into this again. And I'm like,
That is medically
What do you-
fascinating.
yeah. I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, if there was a way for me to be your sweatpants, and I'm like,
I could skin you.
I don't know if I could, carry you around on my waist like that. And he's like, no. If it was possible, like what kind of? And I'm like, wouldn't you be like itchy?
Like what? Does one leg go in his ass and the other in his mouth?
Yeah, I don't know.
How do you wear a guy?
I don't know. And like the conversation ended with me telling him that it wasn't possible in the fabric of reality for him to be my sweatpants, and then he blocked me.
But hypothetically, if I was sweatpants and you wore me, would you call me a dirty little pair of sweatpants?
It was just so bizarre.
Yeah. Not one to kink shame, but
Yeah.
if you're talking to a person that you've just met, you don't lead with that.
I need to record this. This is just all the cute. I'm sorry.
Don't be
Okay,
sorry,
hold on.
it is
Let me
adorable.
get in on this. What is this? The ballroom dance?
This is the harvest dance.
Harvest
Oh,
dance.
harvest dance.
Gotta try to center.
Let
Let me get out of here. Are you gonna come do it too? Okay, let me put us all in group pose now.
There's and poots is everywhere.
There you go. Now let's see if I can record this.
Like aside from like coring out his legs and preserving his skin and wearing them like that,
Yeah, like he
wear
made
a guy.
He made sure to tell me that that there was no skinning involved, and so he's like, I would just be your sweatpants. It's not sexual. It's just I wouldn't say anything or
Okay,
do
so
anything.
he wants to be objectified. Okay.
Yeah, like
Literally.
No, like,
it started
it-
with him
it-
giving me a list of all sorts of different pants, like stockings, jeans, shorts, sweatpants. I'm like,
Okay, so he actually meant it.
yeah,
Okay, so at first I thought he was being facetious, but no, like that's a kink. Okay, so like
Yeah.
if he could give you like whole lists, like yep, he actually is into that. Okay.
Like
yeah.
like those guys that want to be a chair and that's all they want to be.
Mhm.
Like I want you to sit on me and not anything sexual, just want to be sat on.
Yeah, because the objectification is the thing. I used to.
They want to be an object.
I mean, like within that context, but
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I participated heavily, like in several different kink-related groups. I was a leader in one, and another one I was like responsible for running discussions. And granted, my discussions tended toward acceptance of oneself within the wider culture, and also I tended to deal with communication, like between consent and adults. So those were the two topics I tended to go at, and there were a lot of other people involved within those two locations, you know, that dealt more directly and would be the educators as far as what all this stuff was. So yeah, like if the problem, see, the main problem with asking random people to participate with you in your game is that you can't ask random people to do that.
like I wasn't trying to kink shame, but I was just having a really hard time wrapping my head around the logistics. Like, how does one behave as sweatpants? Like, the chair, I get, you get into a certain position, somebody sits you on it. You act as a table, okay. But how does one turn themselves into a garment?
Like, I don't know.
Well,
like,
I
guess that would have to be something he could answer.
Yeah, in the context of the kink, it probably involve like, well, if it involves like actually physically transforming into sweatpants, or it would probably involve like some science ray or something, or is it that he just wants to? The fantasy starts as him already being sweatpants. Like, it's scientifically fascinating. My stance on like kinks is, as long as everyone involved is a consenting adult.
Yeah.
And you're not hurting anybody to a degree that's going to require serious medical attention, then Godspeed.
I'm just thinking he would have been better off asking that question on FetLife.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's a kink-centered social site. And people, like, you can find whole groups and everything there. And so I'm just like, that's kind of the problem with being somebody who is into a lot of kinks within a society where kinks are, well, kinks, is that asking a random person who you don't know, you literally don't know them, literally just met them, assuming that you can be, you know, upfront with that and expect a positive response is kind of asking way too much. It's like you've lost your context at that point. You have to realize if this is what you want, you have to remember who you are within the wider context of the culture. It'll save you a lot of grief.
Also, you know, it's a dating app. It's not a fuck app. You know, like,
well, a lot of people date like
you
that.
don't.
It's just not how everybody wants to use that app. You know.
It has always boggled my mind how people get it, like men specifically get it in their heads that if they lead with something just like stupid obscene or showing off their dick unwanted or unasked for, like they think that's like, it's like, oh yeah, oh she'll see it and she'll want it. Like, no, they're here to find relationships, not random sausages.
Can you answer a question for me? And this is going to be a rated R question for the rest of the world, so my apologies, but I'm desperate to know.
Mostly an open book, go ahead.
Okay, so this is going to sound weird because I don't have the words, right? So I'm pretty sure that the people who I deal with, or anybody who's paid attention and had questions, I'll just be upfront with it. I identify as transmasculine. Earlier, I would have said just flat out trans male, but I realized that my identity slides around, and I'm not going to try to button that down if I don't have an answer. So I do answer to he pronouns, but I also answer to they, and I don't get upset if somebody refuses to do either. So in any case,
I would get upset.
as somebody who has essentially both at one point intentionally and at another point simply because that's society, been forced to live my life as female, and then I'm also very socialized female, and I have no intention of changing this way of existing in my own psychology. What is it, from your perspective, Romus, that makes so many guys believe that somehow flashing their genitalia is supposed to get a positive response? Do they expect a positive response? Or what is it that they're thinking might happen? Or is it even supposed to have a reaction? Like, what is it they're thinking when they do that?
I couldn't tell you because, like, from my youngest years, I don't get it. Like, there's a moment like pre-puberty and puberty where you tease girls, you know, like
like pulling their hair and shit is creepy and weird. But like you tease them and you hope to get attention. But outside of that, I don't understand. I think it would be a combination of hormones, testosterone, and also like the way they're brought up.
So, would you say that they... Okay, so now I'm just going to ask you according to, like, what you've witnessed, okay? So, do you witness more guys getting upset if they're rejected for these photos?
You have to understand, you are one of my handful of male friends that I have.
Like, I just mean, like, just looking out in the world, probably maybe being privy to other guys' conversations, whether or not you know them. Like, do you hear them getting upset? Like, if they're just like, I don't understand why she didn't like my photo? Or do you just hear them laughing? Or I'm just kind of wondering, like, if you're aware of any kind of actual response to...
Never actually known anyone to send an unsolicited dick pic. And yes, Kalendra, you have permission to speak freely. It's like I run in circles that don't have those kinds of people in it. I had one person in it a long time ago that was like that. And then I found out that he was not. He had one of those kinks that was not good. And he has since been cut out of my life, and he's in jail for it. So.
Yes, I understand.
But he was the kind of person who, I think what it boils down to is when you reach a certain point of, you know, your perception being that you are not getting what you deserve, then any attention is good attention. Even if it's like terrible and they don't want to talk to you, or like, it's entitlement really is what it boils down to. And it's a shame.
Like, are they aware of just how confusing they are? like when people tell them, this is confusing, like...
I don't know. Honestly, I think it's gotta be... I think there's gotta be a lot of intersection between people who think that sending an unsolicited dick pic is okay and not creepy, and people who think that, like, buy into shit like alpha male, you know, women belong in the kitchen, they are for making babies and that's it, kind of thing.
And this kind of attitude that got us the result that we currently have right now.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just so curious, and so I'm just, like, I wish I could... I know I'm not gonna get an answer that makes any sense. Like, I follow some YouTubers that make it their business, you know, to talk to, like, they're male YouTubers, and they talk to other men who call in, and they make it their business, you know, to have these kind of conversations. Unfortunately, it seems like at least the one that I'm thinking about when I say that, you know, 99.999% of his calls end up with the caller getting pissed off and hanging up because they refuse to acknowledge, like, what the host is saying, or even like what the other panelists are saying. They just get mad at him. You know?
I think what it all boils down to is they think that being masculine means being sexually aggressive, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm starting to notice.
And that's not what being masculine is.
Right.
You know, it's like people who are like, oh, you know, I'm an alpha male because I go to the gym and I don't take shit from anybody. That's not what an alpha male is. You know, like, first of all, alpha male is like a fallacy. The guy who coined the term really wishes he hadn't. But two, like, in that conventional thinking, the alpha male is supposed to, like, protect their pet, right? They don't provide, they don't protect, they just want to get the dick wet, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, and it's like for men that don't fall in line with this, and I've witnessed this over and over and over again, I have so many male friends that don't subscribe to that, and they have a hard time making other male friends, you know, it's...
Oh yeah. That might be a reason why most of my friends are female.
So, yeah, like, I'm just like, there's clearly a huge disconnect between those that ascribe to that and those that don't, and it's so big that it makes even making friends as a guy very difficult. And if
Well-
you're somebody that wants to date a guy, then it makes dating a guy difficult.
That I could write a dissertation on, like, the shit that goes into society trying to tell a person what men do. Like, it's called toxic masculinity for a reason.
Yeah.
There are so many, like, I'm not gonna, like, go full men's rights activist. You know, like, I don't think men are oppressed, but there are societal pressures that are put on them that shouldn't be, in the same way that societal pressures are put on women that shouldn't be. You know, you have to be aggro all the time. You have to be the provider. You can never be vulnerable. Talking about your feelings is gay. And it makes you weak. You know, like that kind of stuff is really is drilled into your head from day one.
And I will say this, and I wasn't sure, I just kind of listened to this one particular YouTuber I'm talking about for a while, because I was curious about that particular issue, right?
Right.
Oh, crap.
Okay. After this fight, Glunger, I'll get to your comment.
Okay, so the YouTuber dude that I've been listening for a bit, he is very, 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 very convinced. He's like our age. He's very convinced that, in response to that very thing, right, that the last thing that males need is... Oh, I actually didn't die, yay. I need... Okay, so I need to rephrase the order of thoughts here, because I'm about to get really confused if I keep going from that. Okay, so a lot of men who are aware of that issue you're talking about, right? Their talking point about it is that they believe, essentially, women should coddle them more.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
And so, because the problem with that is that women coddle men ridiculously. I live in a household.
To a ludicrous degree.
Yeah. And they don't, men as a group, like in a very general sense, like do not acknowledge how much they are coddled in every aspect of their life. And so even if you, like, say, have a mom that, say, I don't know, grounded into you to be a man, you know, society at large is still coddling.
Yeah. There's an actual relatively famous meme regarding that where it's like they say that when a woman is like at her lowest point and she's just given birth and she's exhausted, she feels almost 10% of what a man feels when he has a headache. You know, it's like clearly that's tongue in cheek, but like some people kind of feel like that. Like men kind of they milk it.
Yeah, and so like men as a result of being aware of that problem don't seem to get, and this is where I'm gonna pop on to the YouTuber who I've listened to, and then who I've also kind of compared contrasted my own experiences. He believes simply the answer to that is for men with, essentially to learn empathy and remember that they are, not remember, but basically learn for the first time that they are human.
Yep.
And learn empathy, use it, and essentially get used to not being coddled in that way. Because, and then of course, like the guys who call in, like the 99.9% that hang up on it, they honestly just believe that he's crap. Like I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. Those are the kind of guys that are like write manifestos that women owe them sex by dint of them being male and not having a girlfriend.
Yeah. And so it's
Incel
exactly the kind of
bullshit.
guys. But there are a few regular men on his channel. Like when I say regular, I mean they're on regular.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
not just normal guys.
There are a few men that are on the channel regularly that are slowly, I'm like, slower than a snail's pace. Starting to grok what he's saying. I'm lost. I'm lost in all.
It's here. Just see me jumping. Real quick, I want to get to this. Guys that send unsolicited pickle pics, I just want to ask them: have you ever seen a penis? Like, if you actually looked at it, it's not a sexy or pretty appendage. Send me abs, send me collarbones, send me a smile. You want to get a good response? Send anything other than a drooling trouser snake, please.
Yep.
Scientifically proven that men have a much lower pain tolerance than women. Yes, it is. I do not know why a single assigned male at birth that could deal with my monthly pain, much less childbirth. I'm not saying none exists, I just don't know any of them. And, we're never going to be able to actually, feel another person's pain. So that's just like at that point, why argue about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like women deal with a lot, and that's okay that they deal with a lot.
I mean, like, get it beyond, like, just the biological functions when things actually work, even when they don't work, and it's even more painful. Then you gotta take into the account, like, just the sheer amount of extra labor women do. Why am I running up here? Oh, that's okay. So anyway, the sheer amount of extra daily labor that women do, that wears their bodies down faster, wears their minds down very quickly. And so, like, they don't even have, like, the ability to recover from these things.
Yeah.
People identified female as birth, like, what they are told their whole lives is, essentially, what you want doesn't matter. What you think you need, you don't need. Your health is not a thing. And, if you are experiencing any pain or hang-ups or illnesses, suck it up. You have other people to take care of. Here.
Move to the left. Quick, move out of the way.
It's like you are here for other people's utility, and whatever that utility is, get to it now. And if you're not doing it, then what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. I think what it all boils down to is that we as a society need to raise our kids different.
So it's like whenever
men and women.
It's like I don't know if men understand the sheer amount of physical labor women do every single day. So when they come home from work, when certain men come home from work, and they're like, I shouldn't have to sweep the floor. I worked all day. And it's like immediately whatever woman's in their house is like imagining all the shit that they're still doing.
Yep, that's a common cartoon trope or like sitcom trope. Like, oh, well, if I went to work and you did the housework, and then they both hate it. Like, guys,
like that's a real thing.
Guys, just the men out there, like, help her with the dishes, change the baby's diaper, like, fucking put in the work to your relationship.
Things. It involves very, I don't know. I could have somebody later right now. Doesn't kind of take enough of it. Fighting on stuff. But I guess all I'm saying, or what I was trying to say, was that I agree with that YouTuber, the guy who talks to the other guy, and I find it kind of typical of human behavior, I guess, that the immediate response to we feel overburdened, and the answer being essentially exercise your ability to be burdened by remembering that you have limits in the first place. And the answer being you're full of crap. I understand the very human desire to just be like, that can't be right because it doesn't feel comforting, right?
Yeah.
I get it. But everything can't be comfortable.
True. Like, fucking, a relationship is work. It really is. Like, if you want to be on a girl's good side, you make an emotional connection, you do what you need to do to make the relationship work.
And then, here's the thing that I'm not sure any of these people understand, right? I don't care what gender they are. Like, if they're fighting for the idea that men should not be coddled, here's the thing, right? Nobody's saying that men should never experience interpersonal comfort, right? That comes automatically when things are working. They kind of, I think they're missing that part. It's like you will get all of the things that you are looking for, but you have to actually care.
Belinda says, I want a society where women can talk about their bodies the way men talk about theirs. That really boils it down. That's pretty accurate.
It's like, so I'm not actually sure if they understand that if they care, like if they really truly put their heart into it, they will be rewarded with those things they're arguing that they're not getting. Because it just comes as part and parcel of being cared about. You know?
So, before the subreddit was closed down because it was a fucking trash hole, there was a subreddit called r/incel. I'm sure everybody here knows what an incel is, but if you don't, it means involuntary celibate. Which, you know, like, that in and of itself is fine. It started as a clinical term, but it became something awful in the process. There were literally men who... There were bots. Oh, yeah, in the bubble.
Sorry, I'm dead.
Oh, boy.
There was a bot on the subreddit. Took you from the subreddit, or like banned you or something, as soon as you said the word entitlement. Because that or entitlement. Because that's really what it boils down to. Like, a lot of their arguments were, girls don't like me, they think I'm creepy, but they should give me sex because I've been denied it, and therefore it is my right.
Yeah, no, that's not how that works.
Time to get serious!
It's like, you can have it, but first you have to care.
Yeah.
If you do not care, you will not get that. If you care, not only will you get that, you will get so much more.
Yes, like fulfillment.
And it'll
It's
be
like that,
wonderful. It'll be wonderful for
there's
both
that-
of y'all. For all of y'all. I'm so sorry, I can talk to you.
No, it's okay. There was that guy a couple years ago who drove a van through a bunch of people in Canada. And I watched the interrogation of him, and it is alarming, straight up, some of the things people think. Like, they take this, you know, mentality of, you know, any woman who has had sex is ruined forever. And any man who has had sex is automatically winning at life, and it's just, it's exhausting to listen to.
I used to spend a lot of time on some Reddit threads that were basically calling out nice guys, you know, the trademark nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
And insults and stuff. And some of the things that they would say was just like, not just disturbing as a woman, but disturbing as the mother of a daughter. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it was like they're glorifying guys going after girls that were like her age.
Oh, yeah. No.
Like children, like saying that 12 is the optimum time because she hasn't had time to be ruined yet, and it's just like insanity.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute insanity.
It is fuck up.
Yeah,
And people die from this shit.
Mhm.
That is scary. And a lot of those people are feeling very emboldened right now because certain things happening politically.
Nope. Why am I over here? I'm sorry, I was running away from everybody.
Oh, you're fine.
Let's change the subject. This is getting really like maudlin and
I'm sorry.
Trouble. No, it's positive dude.
I mean, I could tell you about, you know, my response to unsolicited dick pics. It might
Oh,
be
yeah?
funny. Yeah.
What's that?
So this is not a brag by any means, obviously, but I have received a lot of unsolicited dick pics.
Let me interrupt you for just a moment. When both of them are on the field, use the limit break to hit both of them. Yeah. Oh shit! I can't believe I'm dead. Sorry, continue please.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so yeah, lots and lots. Ooh. Okay. lots and lots and lots of unsolicited pictures, to a point that I kept a folder.
Oh,
It was
wow.
not. It was not for funsies. It was not. Ooh, I want to look at this. Baby vulture later. It was specifically so that when I received an unsolicited picture, they would get one in return at random from my folder.
Oh my gosh. I've
Nice,
heard
that's
people
great.
do that before.
Yeah. It confused them. They were like, "Why are you sending me this?" I said, "Same reason I guess you sent yours. I thought you might want to see one."
Yeah, you should get like the biggest, blackest one you could find and just say mine's bigger.
It did get to a point that I started looking up photos of infected ones.
Wow.
Oh, okay, well,
Yeah, they
I'm
were
a yummy.
like, yeah, they weren't pleasant. Like it was hard for me to look at them, but it was so worth it.
fucking rotten.com shit.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty. Like that's my way of educating them. Be like, this is not okay, and here you go.
Alright, so after this move, they're both gonna come down, and I think we have to kill them both at the same time. So just hit them both to the limit. Shit! Oh, shit! Right on. Damn. Maybe not.
What did I do?
Nothing.
I stood in
You're
the
awesome.
exact wrong place. That's what I did.
Alright, there they go. Kick their ass! Limit them both.
I don't know if I can limit them both. Where's my mouse?
You can.
Mouse? Limit.
Good.
Not yet.
Good.
No.
Oh, I think we're gonna get him before you can. There you go, nice.
There you go. Nice.
First things first, calm that healer.
Yeah, because... let's do it.
Be the first time they did, and it won't be the last.
He's got a little
Depressing there at the end, isn't it?
Alright.
And she's gone. Sweet. I got an orchestrion roll I don't have.
Nice.
Right into the roll.
Yeah, today was not a good day. Today was not a good day.
Oh, we're all just off our game.
Yeah. Well, today was just a bad day. Like, what all happened? The controller messed up. Then, like, the repeat dying and not being able to see Jack, and then, like, the conversation just kind of went off into, like, Trouser Snakeville, and then,
Trouser snake.
and then somehow we got into, like, the contents of some people's ideas of the gender war, which I don't believe that there is one, but I just
Oh, there
think-
is. It's just the people fighting it are idiots.
Well, I'll put it like this: it's not two-way. It's for all of the assigned female at birth people that I'm aware of who really are trying to handle all that particular aspect of things in whatever way they can think of. At the end of the day, there is not this kind of animosity. Like, regardless of, say, the amount of danger it might put them in, there is not an overwhelming female-to-male animosity in the way that it comes back. Does that make sense?
Absolutely right. There are people, like, I'm not gonna say there aren't anybody. There are people out there, there are women out there who vehemently hate men.
Oh, yeah. But
So
I just
they're
mean as
like
a
I said,
general, as a very
But in a
general,
yes.
yeah.
it is overwhelmingly male, and I think historically it is because men are used to being in positions of power and authority.
So, yeah.
Because they have a penis, and for some reason that's like a card that gets you in the cool club.
I don't know why. So, yeah, it's just... As painting in very broad brush strokes, I don't believe the gender war exists precisely because it is one-sided in a very broad way. And, until it's otherwise, I'm just gonna consider it an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
It is.
The foot troopers are idiots. Blender says, apologies for the trouser snake comment.
No. We got into that conversation ourselves. Like, it wasn't you at all. What? Team Aurelian, why do you apologize for so many things? I have you on a clip apologizing for not being able to make it one day.
That was Kalindra.
Shit.
She was the one that said, send me anything other than a drooling trouser snake.
No, okay, so this is what I need, y'all, from everybody in the audience. No apologies needed. We talk about so many things up here. You know, and chiming in is just kind of what happens, and we're people, right? Kalindra says, I don't hate men, I don't hate women, I just hate everyone. Everyone starts at an even level of hatred with me. Or maybe not hatred, but certainly apprehension.
I think the observation I have made before is that men kind of, and I thought this way too when I was like 14 and stupid and my brain hadn't developed. A lot of men are used to getting what they want, so again, I'm using the word again, they feel entitled to it. And they're not used to being maligned or mocked or even just lightly teased in regards to male gender, so when women say things that are can be construed as criticism, they freak the fuck out.
Unfortunately.
It's like, it was like the that would you choose a man or a bear thing that went down.
Oh my gosh, I saw so many angry reactions to that.
So angry! And it's like, you are the reason they are choosing the bear, my guy. But that's the kind of person you deal with. It's someone who is so thin-skinned and wrapped up in their own idea what masculinity is that they can't realize they're being just massive whistling assholes.
And I'm gonna give out this other example, but this has nothing to do with like the masculinity thing. It's just illustrating how bad it is to have somebody prove your point by acting in the way you were trying to avoid.
Yeah.
When I turned about, you know, when I was about 28, right? I guess my brain finished growing, and suddenly I didn't understand anybody 25 or below.
Oh yeah.
And I told myself at 28 that I would not look at anybody romantically who was 25 or below. So that's only like a 3-year difference, you know?
Yeah.
But I held to it because the longer I looked around, I was just like, even this 2-3 year difference is insane. And so there was somebody who I had known at that point for like 5 years, right? And they asked if I would be willing to date them, and they were 24. And I was like, no, I'm really sorry. I made this rule for myself, and this isn't you. Like, this really is just where I'm at right now, and I want to hold to this thing I set for myself based on this idea that I have, right? And their immediate response was to pout and whine and gaslight me and yell at me.
Sounds about right.
About why weren't they good enough, and why wasn't I picking them, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, this is why I said 25. Oh, yeah, 25 or up. 25 was pushing it. And if it's that big of a deal to me at 28, that a 3-year difference, you know, of course now I'm not actually sure what my low point would be. It definitely would not be anybody younger than 30. But it's just like, it's just, yeah, when you have an idea in your mind about what behavior you do not want to put up with from anybody who's going to be that close to you, you know, and then they show you why you are not picking that person for that role, it just, it's ridiculous. It doesn't matter who's doing it. Like, this person who was doing it was assigned female at birth. So it's just like, it doesn't, I don't prove to people why they're not picking you, because it's not going to make them change their mind. Okay?
If you ask a woman, would you like to go out sometime? And they say no, the proper response is, well, thank you anyway. Good day to you.
Right. Not, well, fine, I hate you anyway.
No,
It's
you're
like,
a
why
bitch.
would-
You know, it might be cruel, but that might be a good, like, pre-dating test. Like, just reject everybody and see what the reaction is, and then the ones that react well be like, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to see if you were, you know, a jerk.
Yeah.
Well, they might not take that well either.
Yeah, they might not.
Yeah,
it might
that's-
not work.
that would probably make me not want to date them, because, like, I don't like games, man.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, right? One thing I learned early in life about people in general, right,
Yeah.
is that, and I guess a lot of people kind of saw this for the first time if they weren't aware, is that a lot of people say a lot of things that sound really good, right? Or they hide what they're really thinking. But sooner or later you find out who they are by virtue of whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And so, it's when you discover that somebody is rubbing you the wrong way. What was, no, I'm losing track of what my goal was. I'm so sorry. Let me erase.
I was doing that earlier too.
I'm just recent events combined with my own past events, right, are really making me very thoughtful about the types of people that I allow in my life on a personal basis. And I don't really care so much anymore about what they know about me, because I don't really believe I have too many things to really be concerned about as far as secrets, quote unquote. But I am becoming less concerned with looking good in polite society, so to speak. Not that I want to be a rabble-rouser, no, but I feel much less concerned about playing a part, because that part is the norm. You know, for a lot of people, carrying a part is the end-all be-all of how to live, even if playing that part means that you do cruel things. I learned that early, and the justifications I learned about that, like from the horse's mouth, like I had some of the words at the time to ask the question to a few people. It was within a religious setting, and they told me essentially, you know, that, you know, certain ideas were nice and all, but ultimately that wasn't realistic. And then later in life, I've met other people who essentially were like, yeah, the world says, you know, we should live like this, but I find it much more beneficial to be like this, and everybody acts like this, so why shouldn't I, kind of thing. And I'm discovering...
God forbid you be the light in the world.
And I'm just discovering, again, for the umpteenth time, that it's not worth having influences around you that fly in the face of your own standards. There is not a lot of wiggle room for allowing those people to be very close to you in a way that your differences clash, because those clashings will cause unneeded strife. And so for other people, the answer to the unneeded strife is to make everybody play nice. I don't think that that's the answer. I think the answer is to just go your own way.
You can go your own way.
You don't gotta spend your energy in hatred. No, that is a big waste of energy.
Yeah.
However, don't waste your energy playing nice either. Just get around the folks that align with your goals and make a better space for everybody you know or that comes into contact with that universe. That's all I could say. Anything else would just be, you know, illustrating the point.
Walking around in a circle.
Yeah.
Covering ground we've already covered.
Yeah. I mean, I know that there's lots of people right now who are just like, we can agree to disagree. I'm like, no, we've passed that point. Now we're talking about morals. Now we are talking about extreme differences in outlooks of the world. You can no longer play nice about this. And to play nice when, like me, you know, I personally, for myself, for me, Ren, believe that I need not expend my time, thoughts, or energy on causes or people that bring other people down as a point. You know, there's no reason to even be around that. Are there any perfect people or causes? No. Will there always be faults and issues with each and every one? Yes, because I'm flawed, human beings are flawed, our thoughts are flawed, our causes are flawed. Everything we do is screwed up, so of course the solutions are going to be screwed up too. But at this age, I've decided, you know, that if I discover that there are people who are cruel as the point, it doesn't matter any smile they give me, it doesn't matter how nice they treat me and my family. No, I can't do it. Because at the end of the day, that means that my energy is being put into making the world worse. Because I'm giving those things my energy, and I don't have a lot of it. I'm not an able-bodied person. So, so I need some too, so I already have to pull back. There's only so much I got. So, I gotta be careful. Sorry, I'm over here preaching a thing.
No, that's alright. We all got a little preachy here at the end. I know I'm gonna be tagged by someone as hating my own gender, but I don't. Like, boys will be boys does not mean sexual assault is okay.
Yeah. It's like, I don't hate men, you know?
Exactly.
I
you are one!
And there's a lot of men that would disagree. I'm one sometimes. But I definitely answer to he all the time. Does that make a lot of sense to a lot of people? No. But can I care anymore? No.
Good.
Once upon a time, when I embarked upon this realization about myself, I realized that one, it doesn't matter where my headspace is, people are probably never going to understand it, and I have to be okay with that. Two, there are people who are going to fight with me, be confused about it, whatever. No matter what happens to my physical form or anything else about me, if somebody becomes confused or upset, I've decided that my response will simply be to find it incredibly funny. Because without anybody else's negative input, this kind of existence, to me, is inherently artistic and funny. It involves a whole lot of interesting ins and outs. And if there wasn't other things to worry about with it, I could explore that, right? But there are, unfortunately. And a lot of those issues are the same issues we're grappling with on a wider scale right now. So me being weirdly pleased that other people would be confused, is that okay? Is it not okay? I don't know. But it keeps me sane.
And that's really what it's all about, is staying sane.
Staying sane and making sure that I remember I'm flawed and human, and that other people are human, and we all have a way to go. And I wish to expend my energy with people who are interested in being human as well. So, that's all.
That's a good thing to leave on. Just be human, folks. Like, be kind. Do your best to be kind.
Did my
Do
phone-
no harm, but take no shit.
Yes, exactly. Do no harm, but take no shit. That's wonderful. That is perfect. Oh man, so we've outed ourselves to the internet in all kinds of ways. Hi, internet.
We're a bunch of dirty pinko commies.
Well, since we actually made it through today, maybe starting after stream tomorrow, before stream tomorrow, I'm going to start clipping apart all these different episodes we've done. And I will begin work on my midway point VOD about what the heck this has all been and what I've thought about it and all this other stuff. And so at some later point, I don't know when you want to start this again. Let me look at my calendar. So not next week, but maybe you could do like 2 weeks of Manderville and then come back on the 1st of December with all this.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with that.
Alright.
Of course, schedules might get a little crazy in the next few weeks because
Oh yeah,
I'm going to
holidays.
have my family here. Yeah, I'm going to have my family here for Thanksgiving, and that's going to be 9 people and 3 dogs, or 11 people and 3 dogs in the house. So, or 4 dogs, actually. Yeah, and then we go to Utah for Christmas. We might not be able to this year because money, but
Yeah.
you know, things will get crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna be here. Like, granted, Thanksgiving and all, but I don't know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. My family's gonna be moving around, and I'm just gonna be sitting still.
Yeah, that is nice.
Wait, do you
I mean,
realize
not
this
nice,
new
but-
MSQ is out tomorrow too? What's supposed to
Oh,
be?
that's right. That's what maintenance is for.
What's coming out? Like a dungeon?
7.1 is going to be just new story content. I think there might be a new dungeon. I haven't really been keeping abreast of it. I've been just focused on other shit.
Well, crap.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff to know.
So we have to
Yeah.
wait anyway because
Yeah.
let everybody else jump on it. So, crap, I don't know how December's gonna go. This is like the holiday. Well, they call it the holiday season for a reason.
The reason for the season.
Yep. The reasons, plural, for the season. Okay, so Manderville next week, maybe Manderville the next week after that. I don't know what's going on because that's Thanksgiving week, December.
Well,
1st.
if you'd like, we can, instead of doing Manderville, we can do MSQ this weekend. I would not mind.
I am curious. I am very
Yeah.
curious.
I'm down.
Alright, so 17th and 18th MSQ?
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Alright. Then tomorrow...
You know what?
Oh, gone.
18th might be an issue. I might be running out of state for a little bit.
Alright.
But, you know, if we want to do, like, instead of Stardew, we can do catch up on Wednesday that week or something. I don't know.
Well, I figure since I realized I'm running out of gas that I don't want to do Stardew this week.
It's fine. That's totally fine by me.
When is the next time you might want to do it?
I don't know. I think we'll just have to play it by ear as we go, or we can talk about it later. I
Alright.
think we've taken up enough of these people's time.
That's right. We are just sitting here still talking about it, right? So,
Yep.
okay. Actually, I figure at some point maybe we should just do like a general talking session on purpose, you know, after the stream.
Yeah.
Like save all of this kind of stuff for those sessions, and then like also have a chance to talk to audience members. I think that'd be a good idea.
Kind of cool.
And maybe before, I'm not sure. Like a lot of streamers do it. I figure it might be worth it.
I'd be down.
You know? There.
All right.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find something to eat. I'm starving.
Okay. I have tater tots. I can toss that in the air fryer.
Tater tots. I want tater tots now. Alrighty. Well, thank you, everyone, and I will see you later.
All right. I just realized I was probably looking out of the camera for the last 30 minutes of talking, so I apologize. I wasn't looking up at all. My chin is like out the bottom. Like, what the heck am I doing? So yeah, hi, I'm back. But anyway, we will catch her. Actually, I will catch everybody tomorrow when I do when I work on Fire Emblem, and that'll be an hour-long stream, not very long. And then Friday will be Dragon Quest 11. We'll get back to the story, and then of course 7.1 next week, Sunday and Monday. And hopefully by the time December rolls along, this VOD about the halfway point of all of this nonsense here will be done as well.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Oh, by the way, I'm making a short of what you said the other day about the wall in a tavern.
I don't remember what I said.
You will remember when you see this short.
Awesome. I can't wait now.
Team Aurelian, the Todd, thank you so much. And for any lurkers that might be out there, thank you so much as well. We love having you here, and we're happy to have you lurk, and we're happy to have you chat. You heard us, so you know what happens here. So we will catch y'all later. Thank you again, and I hope y'all have a good evening. Till tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.